Hi, and welcome back to Riding the Wave of Good Fortune. Today we are talking about the illusory reflection. Believe it or not, so much of our energy is given to fighting an illusion. Some of what we see that we think we have to battle and overcome isn't even real.
It's really like looking in a mirror. So if we look in a mirror, think about a little kitten looking in a mirror and trying to fight the image in the mirror and, hissing and scratching and not realizing it's just looking at itself. Everything we see out there is really a reflection of our attitude to the world and our own belief system.
So think about a student that every class goes poorly. Every teacher is out to get him. Every school he goes to, he gets kicked out of, or she gets kicked out of, right? We have this challenge with school because schools stink and teachers are mean. The thing that you're fighting there isn't the teacher, it isn't the school. When it happens over and over and over again like that, whether it's with a teacher or a relationship or an authority figure, the common element in all of those things is what? You, me, right? Wherever I go, there I am. And the thing that is driving and sourcing these failures, our lack of getting what we want, is actually us, because we keep fighting that other kitten in the mirror instead of stepping back. And how do we do that, Karen? How do we get out of the illusion?
Well, let's break it down. First of all, to recognize the world is a mirror and it is just a reflection of your own beliefs towards it and your own attitudes towards it. And then next, to really kind of do a self-inquiry. Well, what is it that I believe? And if you're not sure what you believe, look at the results you're getting. Like if you are getting, you feel like you're being oppressed, you're being beaten up, everybody's out to get you, okay, that would be an indication that you have some beliefs that everyone is out to get you and the world's an unfair place. So you kind of get a handle on what your own attitudes towards the world are, and then turn away from the mirror. Like instead of looking into the mirror and trying to chase what you think you want that's in the mirror, turn away from the mirror and find an image of what it is that you do want in your life and create that image through the power of your imagination and intention.
And create that image based on what it would look like. What would you see? If we were going to do this, if I was going to actually be successful in school, what would it look like? What would I see? I would see an A on a paper, right? What would I see? What would I hear? I would hear happy sounds from my teacher, from my mom, from me, from different, people. What would I feel inside? Not just your tactile experience, but your emotional experience. I would be so proud. Create that image. Instead of fighting with that other illusory image of the kitten getting in trouble at school, love that image of being proud and seeing the A's and knowing you're fulfilling what you really desire in an education. You can turn toward that.
Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, it definitely takes intention to do that, because you're turning away from a habitual way of dealing with the world and looking at yourself, and then also creating this image, which Vadim Zeland calls a slide. It's like your goal slide of what you want. But it's like really starting to focus your attention on, okay, what do I want? And that can take some doing, because we're so used to just pushing against what we don't want.
That's right.
And getting more of that. So instead, use your imagination and don't put any limits on it. What do you want? I mean, if you want a relationship, see yourself walking hand in hand with some person down a beach, and you just feel really good.
Feel good, yes.
See yourself, driving on the freeway and just having a wonderful time, in a sense of freedom and liberation. See yourself in that and create these images, and then put your attention on those images.
That's the next step. You can do this. Envision what it's like. Start interacting with that beautiful, positive image. instead of that illusion we've been fighting, and take that next step toward riding the wave of good fortune. We'll see you there.